Welcome to Naval TV with the late night unboxing. Here the Canon PowerShot N, which is a beautiful camera which fits right into your pocket since it's one of the smallest portable cameras I've seen out there, and the design is therefore just quite interesting, and you will see when we take it out of the box and take it for a little hands-on time. So you can see we have also nice little box, but of course also a bigger camera would fit in. But you can see here already on the side that we have an 8x optical zoom, 28mm wide angle lens, 12 megapixel camera, of course a sensor inside with digits or Digic 5 processor, hybrid audio, auto focus, shutter ring, zoom ring, and you can also connect to mobile devices by Wi-Fi, so you can use your Android device or your iOS device, I think, to really just connect to the Canon camera and take a look at what's on the micro SD card reader, for example, and then just post anything you have just shot to your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and blah 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 account. There is so many out there, so I can't even keep track. So you can see that you have an option to shoot in different modes with the nice little flippable screen. Then you have the option to, of course, shoot your pictures by just pressing down the front ring, and also the ring is there for zooming. You have the creative shot, which I will demonstrate to you, of course, and we have, of course, as I said before, Wi-Fi built in. So let's take a closer look at what we have inside the box. We have here, for example, a nice little power cable, standard 2 plugs, which is of course for this little fella, which is the USB power charger. You can see here we have one USB port on this side, and just the cable goes in there, and this little thing gives out actually just 55 or 550 milliamps at 5 volts, so not too much, a third of what a regular smartphone charger nowadays would give out. Then we have a little pamphlet here again with all the options and things that I just told you about what the camera can do. Of course also USB cable, but be aware this is not micro USB, this is mini USB. I don't know where Canon took these cables from, but it's the decade of micro USBs now. They should have also used that, I think. This is not our time, but of course still better than not standard USB cable. Then we have, of course, a little well, yeah, you can see what this is here for wrapping around your hand. I just doesn't know what it's named right now. And of course a little battery, which is going inside the camera in a few seconds. As you can see, it's really not that big, really tiny one right there, but we have 870 milliamps in here with 3.1 watt hours lithium ion, and it's called the NB9L. So we have everything that we need from inside the box. So let me just put everything back in there, since the camera is of course charged. There is no SD card or anything in there. You will have to buy a micro SD for yourself. And what I actually forget in my reboxing from the German video is some papers and CDs. So we have a CD also inside with the solution disc version 132. Wow, that's a lot of updates there. Canon, we have an image browser, camera window, and photo stitch software here for macOS and Windows OS inside. A few papers. You can see you can buy a wireless printer here by Canon, some warranty cards, and more advertisement for an online Canon product, and also getting started here, the short little guide how to use the device, where to put in a micro SD, all the things I will show you now. So let's just take the camera out of this little bag. I have the white one. There's of course, I think, more than one color available, and now you can see it's really tiny. It fits right into the palm in your hand. A good magician could even show it to you without, or letting it, or yeah, get away without seeing or showing it that it's still in the sand. Let's just put in the battery here in the bottom. It's hard to put it in the wrong way, so you just have to really press it in there with the things on the bottom, the connectors, and now what you can also see is here on the bottom you can actually open another flap here at the battery, so I think you can also plug in an external charger if you buy the adapter for that. Otherwise I'm not sure why this would be here for. What we also have, of course, is the little camera tripod stand, and the microSD card reader is right there. So your microSD has to go inside here. I have already a 4 gig microSD inside. It shoots full HD videos. As you can see on the back, we have a speaker right there, and this is the maximum you can open up the display. So you cannot really shoot pictures of yourself, but you can shoot pictures of a concert if you maybe hold it this way. Of course, it would work, or from the bottom. If you just go down like this, you can still shoot quite nicely when you don't want to kneel down or anything like that, so that's quite nice. And what I also use it for is as a stand, so you can just shoot a picture of yourself or your friends, putting it down on the table. It works also great. And now you can see here what we have here on the front is not only a nice little lens, but also here the two things that you will need when you want to use this camera. For once here, the slimmer one is the zoom. You can go left and right, it will move to the left and to the right a little bit. And you have here the shutter, which is the front little thicker one with the 3 little dots, where you can just push it down a little bit and then all the way, I think even. Yes, there's 2 sensors, so you can push it a little bit and then all the way to shoot your pictures, and also of course a flash. Yes, we have on the side the on and off switch, a few screws. You can of course put it on your hand right here, or you can even put it around your neck if you have another band that you want to use. You can switch between the smart shot and the regular shot mode, and you can connect via Wi-Fi to your smartphones via this button. And you can also just check out your pictures by pressing this one. As you can see here, for example, I already shot a few pictures, but let's actually shoot one really. So all I have to do is, I guess, turn it off and turn it on again, and then you can go right away here into the camera shooting modus, which turns on quite quickly. I like this about this camera. You can see that it takes about 1 second from pressing it to shooting the first picture, which I can do just like this. Of course, I have more of the table than of my garden now here in the picture, so let's just shoot another one right there. Which is blurry now because my hand was there in front of the camera, but now you can see actually that it's quite fast, and the touchscreen is also really good, fast and responsive. You can use everything, not like with the older devices where it was quite hard to use touchscreens. I think you have here right away different options to set, like the movie quality from Full HD to 720p, picture size 4:3 or 16:9, 3:2, drive mode. You can go continuous shots or single shot. You can set 10 seconds or 2 seconds from when the shutter will go off, and you can of course set the flash right away. And you can go also into the menu, and then you have all your other options here to set, from Face ID to mute, daytime, home zone, and so on and so on. So there's quite a few options that you have actually here with this little tiny camera. You can also say display, and then you have a little bit more space on your display to see everything. And the red button is for recording videos, of course. And you can also set where you want to have your focus. Like for example, I have a battery here in my picture which is not in the center. I can just really say, okay, I want to have the focus on the battery right there. You can also go back, and then you have autofocus again, where the camera will just pick a perfect place. You can also go into the different auto mode, super slow motion, and so on, but I will show all of that to you of course in my review, where we will check out also the app. Right now I'm just hitting the play button now, where you can check out here the pictures I did before, where you can of course zoom in and out, but you can of course zoom even more out with 4 pictures, 9, and so on, with all the pictures then that you have on the stick. As you can see, not too many on my microSD card, but for example here during the day I shot this one. You can see the quality is quite good, and snapshots are really nicely visible, and even my wrinkles here above my eyes are looking, well, making me older. So thank you very much for watching. This was the brand new little Canon PowerShot M camera, which has of course 8x optical zoom also inside. which is right now of course only here working for zooming into the picture, but otherwise it's also great for taking pictures, as you can see here, and it's also quite fast. Till next time, please tune in again. This was the unboxing, and the full review will come up soon, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till next time, please tune in again.